Hi, Bob Wilkins back again, this time with an updated version of an inexpensive LED lighting system for lighting HO scale passenger cars using a short string of rice grain sized LEDs, sometimes referred to as fairy lights. The number of LEDs used will depend on the length of the passenger car being lit and the intensity of the lighting required. The light string can be easily cut to accommodate this requirement. The components needed for this project are available at the website modeltrainsounds.com and consist of 3 electrical components, a short string of 4 LEDs, connection wires and heat shrink tubing to cover the solder joints. Soldering is required, so this project is not for children. The LEDs are lit by a 3-component electrical circuit that includes a bridge rectifier that ensures current to the LEDs is in one direction when the car moves forward or backward, a capacitor which temporarily stores current to help avoid flickering of the LEDs when running over dead spots in the track, and an LED driver chip that limits current to the LEDs. This chip gives a constant current of 20 milliamps for voltages ranging from 4 to over 20 volts for even lighting throughout the voltage variation that occurs on the track. The 3 components are assembled into a compact unit, the LED driver unit, that fits neatly into the passenger car along with the other interior features. The string of mini LEDs are attached to the output terminals of this LED driver unit according to the polarity of the LED string. The positive wire of the string is identified by red ink marking on the string. Input power comes from the track electrical pickup. The flexibility of the wires allows them to be curled or bent when installing into carriages. The string of lights can be reduced simply by cutting off the end LED, of course with the lights off. Full instructions for installation are described in the accompanying literature supplied, which includes detailed step-by-step instructions with accompanying photos. I'll briefly describe how the lighting circuit is made. The LED driver unit is prepared first by taking the bridge rectifier. It has 4 pins that are identified on the body of the chip. 2 on one side have the tilde symbol, and on the other side the positive and negative symbol. Start by bending the pins with the tilde symbol out straight as shown here. The 2 wires with the DuPont connectors are cut 2 inches from the female plugs, and the cut ends are stripped and tinned with solder. The wires with the female plugs are soldered to the tilde pins of the bridge rectifier. The positive and negative pins of the bridge rectifier are soldered to the corresponding leads at the base of the capacitor, and the excess wire lead can be removed. The LED driver chip has a center pin which is removed. The VA lead is bent back and the VB lead bent forward when the flat side of the chip is facing forward. The VA lead is soldered to the positive side of the bridge rectifier capacitor joint. This will complete the LED driver unit. The next step is to attach the LED light string to this unit. Since the LED string has a positive wire which is marked with red ink, this wire will be soldered to the VB lead, and the negative wire will attach to the negative side of the bridge rectifier capacitor solder joint. Heat shrink tubing is used on both of these solder joints. The circuit can now be tested by connecting the male DuPont wires and touching the bare wire ends to the terminals of a 9-volt battery. The LEDs should light no matter which way the battery terminals are touched. When connecting the DuPont plugs, be sure to line up the openings in the plug to ensure a secure connection. The next step is to install the lighting system into the passenger car and how many LEDs will be needed for adequate illumination. For short vintage cars, 2 LEDs may suffice. For later 20th century cars of medium size, 3 to 4 LEDs may be adequate. And for longer cars, 4 LEDs will be needed. The string of lights can be shortened by cutting off the last LED and its excess wires from the string with a pair of scissors or wire cutters. To disassemble the passenger cars, check first for any documentation on how this can be done. Usually tabs or screws hold the shell to the chassis. Check also as to whether the car has electrical pickup installed from a previous lighting system. The LEDs can be positioned in the roof of the car. The wires can be shortened by bending or curling and adhered to the roof with clear adhesive tape, double-sided pads, or using a glue gun. The LED driver unit is positioned near one end of the car. For passenger cars with track pickup installed, such as this truck that has wipers making electrical contact with one side of the track through the metal wheels and axles. Electric current is directed to the center pivot point. Solder one of the wires with the male DuPont connectors to the point where the track pickup enters the cabin. Extra wire may be needed to extend the wire to this point. The other truck with its metal wheels touching the opposite track will get the other male wire. The wires are now connected to the LED driver unit. For cars without electrical pickup method, we can install insulated wheel sets with copper collars. A black marker on the collars indicates the insulated side. For most passenger cars, 36-inch wheel sets are used. 2 holes are drilled into the floor of the chassis near the pivot point, and the free ends of the male DuPont wires are threaded through. The exposed ends of the wires are bent around the copper collars and soldered to the collar. Here the colour of the wire is not important, as the current to the lights is corrected by the bridge rectifier. The DuPont connectors are joined to the LED circuit. The shell is now reattached. The LED driver unit is positioned at one end, usually near the connections to the track pickup. The interior features can be added, such as seating and passengers, and additional weights can be used to ensure good track contact. The roof is reattached and the car is ready for the track. The LEDs will light usually when the track voltage is around 3 to 4 volts DC. Here, 3 passenger cars are lit using this mini LED fairy light system. For those interested in using this system, 3 kit versions are available under Project 18 at the website modeltrainsounds.com. Kit A is for passenger cars with track pickup already installed. Soldering will be required. Kit B is the same kit but includes 2 36-inch wheel sets with copper collars installed for electrical track pickup. This kit also requires soldering. Kit C includes the fully assembled components, including the LED driver unit with an attached 4 mini LED string and the 36-inch wheel sets with male DuPont connectors soldered to the copper collars. No soldering is required. Complete instructions are included with each kit and are downloadable at the website in PDF format. Thanks again for watching. We are still working on new and upgrades to projects, so subscribe and keep watching. Bye for now.